Nanny MC Fay, topic of the day, part 9, HOGMANAY. This morning with my porridge I had cherries and berries. We'll talk about that later. I'm going to tell some stories from around the world, centred on the new year, and some amusing Scottish jokes. A Norwegian air flight from Oslo to Munich in January 2018 was forced to make an emergency landing because of dysfunctional toilets, despite having 84 plumbers on board who were on a working trip to Germany. Now that's what I call pleasure before business. A Scottish church is known as a kirk. The following notice was seen on a poster outside a kirk in Arbroath: "Drink is your enemy." Adjacent to this was another poster which read, "Love your enemy." What's the difference between a lawnmower and a bagpipe? You can tune a lawnmower. Towards the end of December, many Japanese companies hold end-of-year drinking parties. The Tokyo Bus Company runs a special rescue bus service to pick up drunk train passengers who fall asleep and miss their stop. Now that's what I call looking to the future. Winters can be extremely cold in northern Scotland, so the owner of an estate felt he was doing a good deed when he bought earmuffs for his farm worker Archie. Noticing, however, that Archie wasn't wearing the earmuffs on the coldest day, the owner asked, "Didn't you like the earmuffs I gave you?" Archie replied, "Oh, they're a wondrous thing." "Then why don't you wear them then?" "I was wearing them the first day," Archie explained, "but somebody offered to buy me a drink and I didn't hear him." There you go. Around the world in 78 days. Starting and finishing in Paris and cycling 16 hours a day, Mark Bowman of Edinburgh cycled 18,000 miles. I told you porridge was good for you. A lodger in a Scottish guest house in Mulgai, near Glasgow, was on his way to the bathroom, carrying his shaving gear, when the landlady stopped him and said, "Have you got a good memory for faces, Mr. McGregor?" "Oh, hi," Mac replied. "That's just as well," she said, "because there's no mirror in the bathroom." Oops. On New Year's Eve 2017, a drunk reveller racked up £1,509 in taxi fare, ordering the driver on a 372-mile journey through 3 countries, starting in Copenhagen, Denmark, through Sweden and onto Oslo in Norway, where the passenger was found asleep, then refused to pay. I don't think he did much sightseeing. Canny Scots. At an auction in Glasgow, a wealthy American announced that he had lost his wallet containing £10,000 and would give a reward of £100 to the person who found it. On the back of the hall, a Scottish voice shouted, "I'll give 150. In China at New Year, Tibetan monks dress up as demons and join together in elaborate dancing to expel evil spirits. We need them here, outside the Houses of Parliament. A very popular man dies in Aberdeen and his widow wishes to tell all his friends at once. So she goes to the Aberdeen Evening Express and says, "I'd like to place an obituary for my late husband." The man at the desk says, "Okay, how much money do you have?" The old woman replies, £5. To which the man says, "You won't get many words for that, but write something and we'll see if it is okay." So the old woman writes something and hands it over the counter. The man reads it and it says, "Peter Scott from Kincorth died." He felt sad at the abruptness of the statement and encouraged the old woman to write a few more things, saying, "I think we can allow 3 or 4 more words for your money." The old lady ponders, then writes and hands it back to the man. And he then reads, Peter Scott from Kincorth died. Ford Escort for sale. McTavish visited London for his annual holiday and stayed at a large hotel. However, he didn't feel that the natives were friendly. At 4 o'clock every morning, he told a friend, they hammered on my bedroom door, on the walls, even on the floor and ceiling. Oh, sometimes they hammered so loud, I could hardly hear myself playing the bagpipes. In an episode of The Simpsons in 2000 called Bart to the Future, Lisa becomes president after Donald Trump's presidency ends. All I can say is, bring back Lisa Simpson. Scientist Stephen Hawking threw a humorous party for time travellers, but deliberately chose not to send out invitations until after the event, thus only inviting people from the future. He saw the fact that nobody turned up as scientific proof that time travel is impossible. I rest my case. Happy New Year, everyone.